Question 16. In order for a company to break even in the manufacture and sale of a certain item, the revenue R for selling items, X items, must equal the cost C of producing X items. If R equals 79.99X and C equals 61X plus 1050, find the number of items that must be produced and sold for the company to break even. So they've just told us in the problem that in order to break even, the revenue has to equal the cost. So I'm basically going to look where those two functions intersect. So I am going to use my calculator to do that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to y equals. In that first function, I'm going to put in 79.99x. Oh, I got the decimal. Let's try that again. X, and then in my second equation, I will have 61x plus 1050. Now this time I'm not just going to press graph, since it is a story problem and there's data involved. I'm going to go to zoom fit. So zoom, I believe it's 0, but let's just see here. And it was, so zoom fit. Notice I'm going to get a nice picture of what it looks like. Whoops, I still can't see where they intersect. It looks like I'm going to have to go over a little bit farther in the X and the Y direction. So I'm going to go to window. I need to be a little bit farther out in the X direction, so I'm going to make it, let's go out to, let's maybe go out to 75 instead. And then in the Y direction, I did notice I needed to be higher than that, so let's just go to maybe 5,000. And this just takes playing around with if you can't find your window. So now notice I do get them intersecting right up at the top, so now I can do point of intersection. So to get the point of intersection, I'll do second trace to get calc. I would like to choose option 5 for intersect. First curve, I'm just going to move my cursor over to where it looks like they intersect. Press enter. Second curve, I'm happy with where I'm at, so I'm not going to take a guess. My point of intersection is 55.292, 4422.83. So now let's go back to my problem. So we found out, first of all, I definitely should draw a picture to justify what I found. I found that they looked something like that. I'm looking for this point of intersection right there. I found that they intersected at 55.292 and 807. And then it said to find the number of items that must be produced. It did say that X was the number of items produced, so since we can't produce a part of an item, we would have to produce 56 items in order to break even.